Here's some relationship advice. Uh, Words have power. What we profess usually becomes or has a certain kind of emotion behind it. And so let's talk about this word cheating. Now, lots of people have a very emotional attachment to this word cheating, and yet the definition in itself, as far as monogamous issues or just, relationship issues, happen to be you're doing something that's against our rules and whatnot. And let's redefine that. Just think about this for a second. When a person takes it upon himself to treat themselves to something without you, rather in a contract or not, that's selfish. It could be selfish, but it's selfish. And selfish, while it seems unfair, is a right and a privilege for each and every person, as well as, an indulgence. And for most people who have this issue with cheating, the issue or the problem here is that a selfish act is created just due to the mere fact that it's what they wanted. It's what they needed. And in most cases, hopefully it's something that fulfilled whatever desire or reason for them to have it. Now, while that may be unfair to someone else, it's kind of like wanting to give someone a birthday party, but wanting to have more fun at their birthday party than they do. They didn't want a birthday party. So, cheating. Cheating is a two-way street because while you may consider it cheating, they may consider it selfish. Something that had you not been aware of, because see, the major issue here in relationships is not the act that occurred, but the audacity to conceal the act or to go upon it without concern as to how someone else would feel. And let's talk about selfish, because that same selfish is the feeling that someone who has cheated has when they see someone who now feels offended by it, when they look at them and have a certain kind of animosity about the mere fact that they selfishly enjoyed something that they believe is an offense. I'm not happy if you're happy. Yes, it might be an offense, but when people who always talk about cheating, they don't seem to understand what's missing here is if you cared about this person, you would rather that whatever that cheating was, that they treated themselves. If you go out and treat yourself to something nice and you come home and you say, I treated myself to something nice, and, they look at you and they believe, yeah, you did. If it wasn't something so extreme as, an offense against monogamy or something of that nature, you would probably, in loving faction, look at them and go, I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. Half of the problem that most people have is this audacity of believing that the people that they believe should care for each other, should only be allowed to enjoy a personal selfish indulgence with them and by them. And if we just stop using this whole, you're cheating, when we play sports and we play this, that, the other, what do? We ride that fine line. Everybody has this kind of mentality to understand if you're going to win, but the selfish indulgence, it's not a bad thing. It's what it is. It's a human instinct, and yet it doesn't negate everything else in life in the same way that people believe it to be when they believe it to be cheating. One act, one moment that they had a selfish indulgence that may have been all the bee's knees to them, and yet this discomfort or uncomfortable, instinct of knowing, man, if they find out that I had a good time without them, they're going to be pissed. How can you love somebody who has that kind of love for you. I mean, think about this for a second. Is cheating really honestly cheating if you personally are deserving of something more than what someone else might provide for you? I mean, taking the load off of someone else doesn't mean that you have to totally negate their whole importance, and yet let that be the reason